Hello everybody, this is number 2 in this 3 video series, and this video is all about Momma Crab. And you can see Momma Crab right sitting in the middle of this photo right over here. Enjoy the video. Here is Momma Crab sitting right in between Baby Crab and Papa Crab. This is Momma Crab, second in this series. So Papa Crab, Momma Crab, Baby Crab. As silly as that sounds. I put an arrow here because I think this is the top. This is the square side, so you know the claws are sitting here like so. But basically, I don't know if you can see this or not, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks crushed from underneath, so I don't think you can go by legs being crushed, because that tells me that this is the top of the crab. But that's not always so, so I'm still hoping that's the top of the crab. This side, it's got 1, 2, 3 legs. Can't see a 4th, so I'm guessing that it's coming up from the crab and then turning it back around. So I'm just going to take some rock off today and see if I can find carapace. Even when I'm positive I know where the carapace is, it's always nice to see the carapace. So I'm going to be using mainly my 2 favorite air scribes, both from Paleo Tools, the Super Jack and the ME 9100. You can see that size difference. This will remove 10 times as much rock as this one. And this one's considered a big tool. Anyways, I'm going to get to work. Man, I'm already second guessing myself. That's getting pretty deep, but if you look at the level of the legs, oh geez, it's either right below here or I did pick the wrong side. But this is definitely the flatter side, and the flatter side is almost always the top of the crab, the dorsal. But there's that chance that sometimes it is not. So I'll go a little bit deeper and fingers crossed on this one. There's nothing there. I'm that deep and there's nothing there. That means I read this rock wrong. I'm sure this is the front of the crab, but this is the bottom of the crab. This rounder side's got to be the top. I hope. Jesus. So, tack side number 2, and later on today I'll show you how I fix that. That's not going to stand. No sirree. Man, oh man. Boy, that's hard on the shoulder. Jesus. Got a ways to go. There's the layer of those legs, the plane it's sitting on. There's that plane. So, man, I got almost an inch to go, it looks like. A lot of rock. See you guys in about a year. Alrighty then. After removing rock all bloody morning because of that mistake, there was 40 minutes, 30 minutes, I'm not sure. This I took off knowing that this was the top. I just started taking rock off from the whole top. Anyways, this discoloration, you see that? That's when I knew I was getting close. And let's see, let's zoom in. Oops, Jesus, Miles, come on. Right there is carapace. Let me set up this camera and I'll prove it to you. The camera should be in a good spot. Usually I put it where you can see my fat head. Slow that down. There's the top of the crab. Alrighty then, back to work. Oh boy, it's getting sticky. Nice area around in here, getting sticky here. Changed color there and got super sticky. I don't know what's going on there. So, this slowed me down tremendously. So, I'll just keep at it, but right now I'm going to take off a lot of this rock so I don't have to do it tomorrow or the next day or the next day. It'll be gone forever. Oh man. I have to call it quits. That's killing my shoulder. But, look at that. Ready for the next day. But, as promised, I'll show you what I do with this. Being that that's a pretty deep hole, take a lot of putty. Putty's expensive. I'm going to take some of this thick stuff. It's just super glue, but very thick super glue. And just stick some glue in there. I just happen to have a bunch of free rock here. Let's see if I can smash that down a little bit. That will take care of the brunt of that hole. And some more glue. Like so. And then, to be on the safe side, I'll take some more super glue, but this is the thin stuff. And of course, the cone is messed up. There. I usually take my cone and squeeze the bottle and get what out of there, but sometimes I forget. And even if you do that enough, it's still going to clog. Anyways, I'm going to let that, actually I'll take that inside and let that sit, but I'm going to call it quits. See you guys tomorrow. Buddy. So is antler scope A and B. You mix the two parts, equal parts together of either. So I've got all this putty all mixed up, ready to go. I hope that's enough. Doesn't look like it's enough now. That's funny. So I'm going to push that in there. Oh yeah, we got enough. Using lots of pressure. Boy, I hope that's enough. Come on. It's got to be enough. That's cutting it pretty close. But that's all I got. These are empty. It's getting old without use it all. And anyways, I'll take a putty knife, a little bit of water. The water keeps the putty knife from sticking to the putty, and the water does not damage the putty at all. And as you can plainly see, This makes for, wow, almost didn't have enough putty. But you can see how that's makes contouring that to fit the concretion doesn't work too bad.
Looking good there, Bubba.
Oh, hi, hon.
Hey.
Thanks. Sorry.
It's okay.
In the middle of a clip here.
I figured that.
And if you ever get happy with it, what I've done already is I took a bunch of little rock crumbs from the rock dust, got all the big stuff out, and now I'm just going to simply roll that around in the rock dust.
Wow.
Like so.
That's pretty cool tip.
It's so easy, it's not even funny.
Huh.
Anyways, that's how you take care of that big monster hole is now all gone. Okay, and there you have it. Ta-da! Dang, Ola. That's still sticky. Especially over here. The rock is soft, the crab is soft. Trying to get the stickiness, the sticky rock off the soft crab is just beating up the crab. Disheartening, but can't stop now. This is Momma Crab. Man, that's tedious. That's what it takes. At least that's how I do it. And it's that sticky. But over here it's a little rotten, so it's a little trickier. Mother Nature for you, always throwing curveballs. Whew, jeez, it's a lot of rock removal. But look at this, it popped off there, and it popped off right there. So maybe the whole thing isn't sticky. Boy, that would be nice. Oh, jeez. Okay, down another layer. That was a thick layer too. But now some more carapace removal. Once I quit today, I won't be out here for, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. We got some like minus 29 degree weather coming in. If it's windy, oh burr. It's going to get a bit chilly. These little heaters don't do much when it's that cold. Okay, making progress, but man, it's slow progress. And man, I'm just beating the crap out of this thing. At least I sure feel like I am. But it won't look this bad when the whole thing is exposed. That's the good thing about a beat up crab anyways. One of the good things. Alright, back to work. Oh, Jesus. Oh, it's tough on the hands. Alright, slow but sure. It's getting somewhere, but oh, I've got a long ways to go. If I don't come out here in the cold weather, I'll see you in about 5 or 6 days. Alrighty then, good morning. -4 out there this morning. Just not quite cold enough my heaters can actually keep up. It's a nice balmy 45 here in the garage. The temperature keeps dropping until, God, so Friday night, -35, so I'll be indoors editing or something. But today, more work on Momma Crab. You can see it's slightly offset in this rock. It'd be nice to figure out where that fourth leg is over here. Hope it's not missing. Today I'm just going to take off rock, see what I can find. Whew. A lot of rock, but pretty soon I'll be running into stuff that's going to start looking like a crab. Alright, that little spot there, I don't know why, but it comes off real easy there and tough everywhere else. That's just the way it is. It's a little lopsided. I'm going to take this off right here. So, that's my next plan of attack. There you have it. Now, not so quite so lopsided, but a lot more rock over here than there is here, so makes me wonder why, but it is what it is. Now I'm taking more rock off, and now maybe I can find some stuff. Working on this carapace is getting rather old. It's just so damn slow going. So I don't know if you can see that or not. There's a little something there. I'm hoping that's crab. I'm not sure. And I'm wondering where the left arm is. I'm still not even sure if that's a claw. But oh, I just can't tell. I'm just going to keep removing rock until I start bumping into stuff. Heck with it. So I was digging real deep here, so afraid I was going to be missing an arm, which it happens. It's very disconcerting, but it happens. And I hit, I believe that's Propolis. No, that's probably not Maris. That's probably Carpus. I think that's a piece of a leg. I think that's the propolis. Not sure about that one. Not sure about that one. At least I'm finding stuff and not destroying it, so that's good. I'm going to remove a little bit more rock back here and call it quits because it's been a long morning. Alright, you can see where these 3 legs are at. We've got to be very careful, pay attention, because who knows where that 4th leg is at. I'm assuming that's the first one. Jeez, I really don't know. Anyways. Okay, all my little circles. I got some things to work on next time I come out here, which is going to be a few days. I think I'll take a little more rock off here and then call it quits. Keep saying I'm going to call it quits and I don't. No wonder I'm freaking hurting. Good morning, everybody. I haven't been out here for 6 or 7 days because of the cold. And still, I've had the heaters on for an hour. I came out here and it's only 25 degrees. So it's going to be a while before it gets warm. But we got a balmy 14 degrees out there today, or will be at its high. Anyways, I'm going to work on this carapace here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 6 areas I can work on. I got lots to do, so I'm going to get to work. Hopefully, probably with it being cold out, when I put my mask over my nose, bring my optivisors down, the optivisors kind of get fogged up, so this could be some slow going stuff, but I'm going to do what I can. Why not? I don't like working with gloves, but today I have to start that way anyways. I'll show you my progress here in a little while. That took a long time. That was almost 2 hours of work to get around that. But now I can start doing some of this fun stuff. Boy, that sure took some time. I just hope this other stuff isn't sticky. Jesus. Anyways, so far so good. Even though I'm beating the crap out of it. Well, at least it's coming off a little bit. It's not as sticky as this darn carapace, at least so far. So that's good. There's the right propolis, or at least the top part of it, anyways. And there's the carapace. So I'm making progress, but some sticky stuff. That first little spot I came down to was not sticky. As soon as I left that spot, it got sticky. They say Murphy doesn't exist. I'm just getting some rock out of my way so I can expose more of that is all before I attack this other stuff. But man, this is a lot more fun than that carapace. That carapace got old. That's That's a lot of time on a carapace, I'll tell you that for sure and certain. Big tool, takes a lot of stuff. You got to be very careful. I've said it a million times. You make a mistake with this, it could be a big mistake. But I just saved myself a bunch of time with taking rock off with that tool instead of this tool. So now I can start exposing more of the stuff. So here's this joint, this leg coming out, very, very sticky. That took forever. This crab's gonna take a long time. And here's a leg coming up here. There's a joint right there, the end of that leg. And this leg takes a sharp turn down this way. But look, what's going on here? That doesn't appear to be this leg. So I'm thinking there's another leg that comes up and turns, maybe, and goes underneath this one. Just a guess, but best guess I've got. Man, but that would make it for an interesting crab anyways. Leg placement is a lot for a crab, as long as you got legs, that is. There, now you can see that better. Here's that leg right here, there's the joint. And it's coming around and making a super sharp turn. And as you'll see, how can it possibly be that leg coming out there? It just does not look like it. So being that there's only 3 showable legs here coming out to the edge of the rock, this concretion, 1, 2, and 3, this leg may come back here and there might be a tippy in here. Wouldn't that be nice? Oh boy. Fingers crossed. Not bad, not perfect. I do that more times than I can count. Alright, coat came off. It's almost, heck, it's 51 degrees in here. Yeah, 51 degrees, that's nice. Of course, I sound like I'm tougher than nails, but I got a heater that's hitting my left shoulder from a distance, and I got this heater to my right, which is blasting me on the whole right side, so it's not near as tough as you think, if you thought that. Anyways, I took a little tiny brush and added a little bit of glue here to save that, because it had a nice crack in it right there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but just to help save it. Alrighty then. A lot more work to do, but still, get this patched up. 1, 2, 3 legs. Still got to find that one. That's what I'm going to find next. So that'll make 4 legs on this side. We already know there's 1, 2, 3, 4 legs on that side. It'd be an 8-legger. I've been calling crabs a good crab an 8-legger for I don't know how many years, but it's actually a 10-legger because the claws are just modified legs. Anyways, I got a bunch of rock to take down here. See if I can find that one. If I had some light here, jeez. Oh, headlight. Damn it. So that's going, you know, that's going to be a tough one. I'm going to take off the rock here first and see which direction that's going. So, here goes nothing. Okay, you can see now that leg is going in. Looks like that direction. So, this will be interesting. Very interesting. So, this leg comes up this way. Sharp turns like that one, and this leg's going to be stacked underneath that one. Maybe slightly down from that one. Maybe. I won't be able to get much of that. But, that's a lot of leg. I always like that. Okay. There's the dactyl right there. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. 4 legs. This one's going to be a tippy. That's nice, at least as long as it's complete. Tomorrow I'll hit this side. Tomorrow? I can't remember. We got some more minus weather coming, so this crab is going to take a while because I'm not... The heater's been on all freaking day, and it is 56 degrees. Jeez. So expensive to do this kind of work in this kind of weather. Anyways, I'm pretty happy with this. Dang happy with all this. So, hopefully the other side is just as nice. I don't think so. I think this side is going to be a real claw kisser. But, as long as it has a rear end and all its parts, I'll be a happy camper. Alright, now I can use a smaller tool, the 9100, to clean that up. I didn't take off this because where these little spots are here on the end of the back of the carapace, that's where the coxa should be. Doesn't mean they are, but that's where they should be. But the way this leg is so low, I don't think they're there. I think they're down lower in the rock, if they're there at all. It should be there. Gonna find out. Alright, so there, Jesus, Ronald, crying out loud. There, clean up from here, all this, all the way over to here. Now I can start finding some stuff, working on this rear end and all that fun stuff. Wow. A whole bunch of rock right off here, and there's still no coxa, but that leg's got, if it's there, it should be attached to this leg. Well, the coxa and the, well, I can't remember what it is. A lot of pieces to a crab, that's for sure. So I'm going to just start following this leg out a little bit at a time, see if I can just bump into it. Okay, and that little tiny dark spot, there she is, there she be. Alright, now I feel better. A little bit lower than it should be, but hey, it's there. That's what I like. I'll even try to see if I can expose something right in front of your eyeballs. It's a little bit sticky, but it's coming off. That's good. It's always good. And there you go. That's basically all the stuff you want for, looks like it might be, I just articulated it a little bit, but I'm not sure yet. But anyways, that's what you want. There's the right side. Now to go find the left side. Da-da-da-da-da. Charge! Jeez, where's it at? I'm going to China here. Oh man, I'm going to take this big tool and take some rock off so it won't seem as deep then, I guess. There's a little bit of rock out of my way, but man, that's starting to worry me. So, more digging. Okay, well that's got me quite worried now. The thing is, there's 4 legs coming out here, coming down here. So where's it at? Where is it at? Jesus. I'm going to find the leg here, which I think is right there, and start following them down here and see if I can find it that way. I was taking some rock off with this big tool, and I thought, man, I better slow down. I'm going to just take the top of that thing right off if it is down in there. So, sometimes I got to force myself to slow down so I don't destroy stuff. So I'm going to start attacking this leg right here, taking it down. I'm starting to expose the ends of these legs, and there's some cracks. And some more of these legs are coming out from the edge of the rock. So I thought, just to be on the safe side, add some glue. And hopefully I won't lose any shell. It happens, but it always hurts. That should, if nothing else, at least help a little bit. So, back to the prep attack. Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 legs there. There's a joint. There's a joint. Still got one over here somewhere, and one somewhere there. But this is the leg I'm really the one I'm going to follow down, and that should run into that coxa, I hope. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm taking a bunch of rock off real carefully with the big machine, the big chisel bit. Now back to this little guy, and back to work. Like that, easy peasy, that all the way down, and there you have it. This released really easy, real good until about right there. It got real sticky for about right there, and then it started releasing, which is, you can see how nice that leg looks. This is going to be a little beat up, but that's taking a nosedive here, so that coxa and whatnot is going to be right down in here. I just had to go deeper. That's pretty deep for where that's supposed to be. But as long as it's there, I hope it's there, should be there, I'll be a happy camper. Nice to have a good rear end. Oh boy, that coxa, this left one, has been pushed up a bit, so how that middle part's going to be, I don't know. It might be tucked up underneath there. Oh boy, that could be a challenge. Jeez. But just as long as I can find it, then at least it's helps to make for a better specimen. So I'm going to start finishing up these legs and worry about that later. That's got a monster crack in it right there, that little flange part of that joint. Let me see if I can show you what's going on here. Right there, if you can see that little, actually there's two cracks there. With the optivisor, they look like Grand Canyons, but I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on there to hopefully it won't go flying. It happens though. Wow. Looks like that leg has been broken there and it sinks in. Hope this one looks like it comes to a stop, so hopefully that one sinks in too, or I'm going to be missing some leg. Wow, man, it's always something. Mother Nature's always throwing a curveball or 10 at you. Oh, all right, back to work. My day's almost over. Okay, got a good dent on this side. Got a little bit of messed up leg here, crushed or something. I'm going to expose a bit of this left pincer and then call it quits. Fingers getting sore, back's getting sore, shoulders getting sore. All right, back to work. I get to work on this. I don't know if that's the, geez, I don't know if that's the propolis or the carpus. Huh. We'll find out in a minute. Just don't like that spot right there. Looks like it's just going to have a blowout. Blowouts are not good. I should have known that, damn it. Oh, sorry folks. I just hit the propolis. Luckily it just barely hit it. Oh man, that was a close one. Oh, jeez. Oh, I gotta tell myself to slow down more often. Jesus. Okay, well, let's get over this heart attack and get back to work. Okay, our Arctic blast from the north is pretty much over. I woke up to 0 degrees this morning, which is kind of warm compared to what it has been. And today, I'm going to try to find this rear end and then 3D, hopefully the whole crab, get it ready for rock smoothing, but I don't know if I can get that far or not. There's a lot of rock to remove, a lot of careful rock to remove. So, I'll be using this guy today with the muffler, which really helps on the finger. And, that leg's coming apart on me, dang it. So I'm going to put some glue on that if you don't mind. I had the glue out, so I glued that, I don't know, like 3 different times. It's amazing how it soaks right in. And I went ahead and glued this leg some more, just to be safe. Why not? All I'm doing is roughing this out to the shape I kind of think I want. Then when I come back to start rock smoothing and stuff, then I'll finish it up even nicer. But right now I want to expose more stuff. And that's all there is to it. See if I can back this up a little bit. You can see how much nicer that's looking. A little bit of 3D. I've still got to expose these legs. I've got to see if that whole tippy is complete down in there. Then these legs will be pretty much ready. Hopefully, kinda, sorta. Okay, speed things up. Help speed things up. Whoops. Knock it off. Took the big chisel scribe. Took off a bunch of rock there so I can get closer to these legs. This one is 10 times faster than this one. And then I took off a bunch right here. Dug a little hole here to expose some of that, not Propotus, the Carpus. Okay, you can see this leg right here that comes and goes that way, attaches to the body of the crab, and there's enough here for me. I think I can take this way down and expose that edge. It would look kind of cool, but boy, it's going to be time consuming, but who cares? There, took off a bunch of rock in a matter of seconds. Now to see if I can find that edge, and hopefully it comes out even farther, which it should, but who knows. Good call. Get a load of that. Freaking A. It's just starting to turn into this leg. I don't know why that is, but that's pretty cool. I like that. More work, but like I say, I do not care. Okay, now expose a bit more of this, but man, those are starting to dive pretty deep. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I'm liking it. I'm now I took some rock off here also. I'm gonna clean this up and see if I can find that tippy, because that would be outstanding. Whew. Just dawned on me, don't know why, stupid that way I guess, but that's not the dactyl. That's still part of the leg. Well, dactyls are leg, tips of the legs. So that's going down here, and then I've got some serious diving to do, which is super nice if you ask me. This is actually getting exciting. So, I'm gonna take some rock off this one. And I've got to be careful because I don't know where that tippy is going to be. Probably going to be underneath here, but we'll see. So I'm going to expose more of that baby. So this is diving so deep I had to look over the edge. And when I did, I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's a little discolor. Looks like a piece of crab, so that could, I don't know what that is. I'm assuming it's leg. Maybe. Oh well, I'll just keep going and see what happens. Cross your fingers. Oh man. I was trying to be careful, and yet I crashed right into the freaking leg. Jesus. Such a moron sometimes. Okay, well, obviously I don't have a tippy, but I've got a lot more legs than I thought I had. So, that's kind of nice. Looky there, got me a rear end. Not in the best of shape, it's kind of tucked in there, but it's a whole lot better than no rear end, which got a few crabs that they just automatically fall into the B grade category. Anyways, I'm going to work around this claw, maybe this one, I don't know, and I'm going to call it quits. I'm going to save that for tomorrow. It's not going to get near as far as I was hoping I would. This is some time-consuming stuff, and that still needs a lot of cleanup, but look at that, will you? Jeez, look at that. It's freaking beautiful. Just legs everywhere. Okay. You can see how much nicer this side looks now than this side. That kind of not really cleaned up, but the brunt of the work is done there. I can't seem to find, or I can't get deep enough to get that propolis part of the pincer there, so that's the way it goes. So tomorrow I'm going to do this half and then start cleaning up and getting ready for rock a de-smoothing. Yeah, this baby will be done in about 3 or 4 days. Okay, today I'm just going to start 3D'ing this thing, taking off bits of rock absolutely everywhere. I'm going to be bouncing all over the place and getting this thing ready for rock smoothing. As you can see, I've got a lot of rock to remove here. Actually, it's just everywhere. So I'm going to get to work. A really tough spot, but I decided to give it another try because I had to find that bottom part of the pincer. Man, that's tough to get down there, jeepers. But I have found the actual bottom pincer, which is the propolis pincer. So, see if I can follow that baby out. Man, that's tough. But that is so much better. That's tough work, but man, that definitely helps this crab. Now I'm gonna work my way over to this guy over here. So I don't think that one's gonna come out quite as nice as this one, but we'll see. Jeez, that's tough, but look at that. Got some claws, getting a face. Now if I can find that bottom claw over here, that will really be good. That's about as far as I'll get today. A little more slow going than I thought, but that's par for course. I'm gonna go down here and see if I can find that propolis part of the pincer. Look at that. That's pretty cool. That's dang cool. Okay, more rock removal. I'm going to leave the cleanup for all these pincers for later. I'm going to clean up all this now and then call it quits. I think I can get that far. at that. It's not quite ready for rock smoothing, but it's pretty dang close. I think in 2 more prep sessions, this baby's going to be done for Momma Crab. A little beat up, but overall pretty nice. It's basically got everything that's supposed to be there, so I can't complain, can I? Or can I? Anyways, tomorrow I'm going to finish up what I can and start smoothing out the rock. Yeah. And look at all those freaking legs. Jesus. Cooler than crap. Well, at that stage now where the more I look, the more I find, even though I'm taking off much less rock. But this fine detailing stuff, you just got to keep looking and keep looking and keep looking, because the more you look, the more you find, and you get to the point where you just have to quit looking and call it quits. I'm not there yet. So, back to work. Okay, that's pretty much where I want the rock. Get a load of that rear end, a little lower than it should be, but still pretty cool if you ask me. It's a beat up crab, but that's a damn nice crab, if you ask me. Anyways, that's it for that stage. It's ready for rockada smoothie. Yeah, my new scientific term for rock smoothie. Rockada smoothie. So 1 more prep session. This baby is done. And I'm not doing that till tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody. Okay, today I should finish this up. We're going to do the rock smoothing. Got the one tool I start with rock smoothing, the bigger hand piece with the bigger grinding stone. I've also got the smaller hand piece with the smaller grinding stone and get into harder to reach places. Got all my little, or most of the little tools that I like to work with, and in 3 or 4 hours this baby should be done. I hope I don't run into any problems. I also have this ready to go in case I run into something I just don't like, that which always happens. Anyways, all I do is start grinding. As you can see, some of these air scribe marks are pretty deep, so lots of grinding to do. That took some work. That was a good 15 minutes of work right there. But you can see the smoothness of this area now compared to this side. If I can get this the right spot there. So here's, I can't get up to the edge of that bigger tool, so that's why I got the smaller tools for. But look how much nicer that looks than this side. So I'm going to do these big areas here, all around here, and maybe a little bit there. And then I got to get to the smaller stuff. So, back to work. Not too dusty, but a little bit, but get a load of that. That took less than half an hour. This is going to take probably a good 45 minutes, so I won't bore you with that. I'll just show you when it's done. Oh, that's going to be a job, that. Okay. Gotta get to work, quit putting it off. Look at that, I just saved me some time. I figured why not take the chisel tip on this air scribe, try to give that a little bit of flattening out and save me about 15 minutes of work, or even more, I don't know. So that worked out pretty good. Now on to this guy. Wow, jeez. There were some deep ones in that son of a gun. Anyways, look at how nice that looks. If I can see what the heck I'm doing here. Jesus. So maybe a little bit here, and then I'm going to get onto some smaller tools. Where it gets quite tedious actually, but there's the brunt of the material. That was actually the easy stuff. Alright, that's about as much as I can do with this cone-shaped one. And this now is where these rounded head ones come in handy. Okay, you can see the difference in the size of these rounded, I don't know if those are diamond bit heads or not, but boy, that one's actually starting to run out. Need some new stuff. Anyways, you can see how this is just too big for most of this stuff, so I put on a smaller one to get into these smaller areas. So that's what I do. And just keep doing that. Keep playing it with that smaller and smaller tools until you're happy with it, and then call it good, I guess. Now then, I've used my barrel heads. I'm going to now use this one that's I don't know, what do you call it, a cylinder with straight edges. I also have a cylinder with beveled edges. The beveled edges are great for these areas where, let's see, how do I explain that? You don't want the back of this cylinder hitting the rock. And in certain instances, you can see how that's going to hit the rock, where this one won't hit the rock, or at least on that back edge, which is, it'll just leave a line. Not good. Anyways, this is good for getting really close to these areas. Like so. Now this leaves different tool marks in the grinders, so you can actually see the difference, but I'll clean that up a little bit and I'll show you how later. Now I got to do this all the way around the crab, then get onto this one, get areas that I can't get with this one, and then back and forth with some of these again, and just back and forth until you get happy with it, which I never am. When I take this tool and do that next to that pincer, you can see where a little tiny bit of cleanup is in order. Now and again, you can see those tool marks are different than the grinding stone, but I'll fix that later. Now then, go around the crab with it. And now back to this little tiny grinding wheel, which is actually just a very used grinding wheel. That's just the shape it is now, but it's a little bit nicer than the big ones that get to this smaller stuff. But this can get rid of some of those tool marks. Don't hit the crab, don't try to get too close. But you can see how it brings up those tool marks real close to the legs. Wish I could make it perfect, but I don't know how. I'll just do the best that I can and I call it quits. I used to know a guy years ago who was so good at this. I wish I knew how he did it. But I'm going to go all the way around this with that tool. Then I'm going to go in and wash it and scrub it real good. Get all this dust off, and that's even going to hide these tool marks even better. Or a little bit more anyways. It depends on the rock. Some rock hides it good with the wash job and others don't. It's amazing, the more you try to make this rock perfect around the crab, the more imperfect it becomes. But it's just nature of the beast, I guess. Anyways, there's bits of dust, super fine dust, and all these cracks and crevices. So I'm going to take this little paintbrush, which I use for washing sometimes, this toothbrush, and just give this a really good bath, reaching into all the little cracks and crevices and then let it dry or so. Take about 30-40 minutes, and then I'll get back to saucing this up and making up the finished video clip. Yeah, right on. Alright, it's far from perfect, but it's time to sauce this baby up. I've got my glyptol mixed with acetone. I don't know, 6-to-1, 8-to-1, whatever it is. You can see it's kind of a watery consistency. I put it into my shot glass that I've had for, geez, I don't know how many years, a lot of years. I've got 3 different sizes of brushes. Small brush, obviously, for little tiny like tips of these pincers and stuff. Little dopping cloth because they get too much glue somewhere, somehow, some whatever. And I use this when I make a mistake and get glue on the rock. I simply just rub the rock with this sharpened chainsaw file, and it just disappears. So about 20 minutes, this baby will be done. Yeah. There's all the legs and all the claws. Boy, it's looking nice. I'll be glad when the carapace is actually got all this glue stuff on it, because it's going to solidify all this stuff. Even when I washed it, some of these little flakes were coming off, which I did not like, but I kind of expected it because this is a very soft area right here. Anyways, I'm going to start on the face. All those little pointers. This one's broken because of that claws right there. Somehow it got broken when it got crushed or something, or the pressure. I'm not really sure. I'll show you when I'm done. Get a load of that! Get some more light on this baby if I can. My God, I like that crab. It's far from perfect, but how can you not like that? Holy moly. Okay, I gotta quit looking at it because there's just too many mistakes.